right, looks like we're back for another fan stream, everybody. And hello there, Star Wars fans. It feels like it's been a while since the May one. I mean, it's only really been, like a month, but I don't know. The wait from the last one just feels way longer to me for some reason. So I'm ready for another fan stream. I don't know about you guys. I know we've already been going for a couple of minutes. Technical difficulties and all that. For some reason, um, the stream key changed literally overnight because I had this pre-set up for this morning, and I had to reset my stream key and stuff first thing as we were getting started. So technical differences aside, we are here. Hello there, everybody. We will be reacting to today's fan stream once again, seeing today's new reveals as you do, and giving our thoughts on them as they appear, whether they be exciting or not. We'll find out together. Alright, let's see what these guys have in store for us today.
Hello, Star Wars fans! Before we even get started with today's reveals, did want to start with some quick news. On the last stream on May the 4th, there were some popular reveals out there.
And we know there's still demand out there for them. Sorry, we're trying to stay on top of it, just like everyone else.
So good news, for the Star Wars The Vintage Collection Cantina Adventure Set 4-pack and the Vintage Collection Stormtroopers of the Empire 3-pack, these will go back up on pre-order on Monday, June 16th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, the same as before.
Oh, nice.
So thank you for being patient with us, and glad that we were able to get some more up for Monday.
And now,
Sweet.
some more toy news.
Alright, well, more pre-orders available soon, guys, on those figures that sold out really quick. Very nice.
Hello, Star Wars fans. We're back here for another fan stream. We are keeping it segment by segment, so we're going to start with vintage, but we're doing one per month so far. Today we're going to celebrate Father's Day, or I Am Your Father's Day, for all those fathers and fans of fathers out there. It is a smaller stream, but it's good to get more frequent touch points, so we will have 2 reveals for vintage today, but they will be exciting.
That they are.
Yes.
I wonder if we're getting a new Vader.
Recap of reveals since the last stream. Moving on to some of the recaps, like the ones that happened on Amazon on May the 6th. We're going to start with the helmet that that was shown. The Black Series Clone Commander Cody Premium Electronic Roleplay Helmet.
That's right. This helmet is a fantastic addition to the line from another major named character, and Cody's so
major
great,
named
and then
character.
all the detail the team really nailed on this helmet. The deco, all the different sculptural elements, like the antennas, the little light thing going on.
Yeah, they
all
did
that
do a
great
good job on
sculptural
that.
Stuff. Really great detail. All those features inside, and it's based off the colors that we used on the Black Series figures, so some nice continuity there. Just a nice new addition. I really love it. So.
Yeah, what I really like about that one is it's a very unique sculpt, like between the comlink and the visor, and it
The
gets
extra
that
armor
really
bits
unique
up top
look
and
feel.
all the
So
attachments.
that was a great
yeah.
one. I'm really excited for that one to come out.
Yeah.
We also revealed the Black Series KX Security Droid Enforcer and Droideka from Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Both redecos, but again, very unique looking.
That one was not revealed during a fan
That
stream, by the way, guys.
Security Droid Enforcer, and a really unique look to him. So with all those previous KX droids, they were variations of black. So this is a nice tan version, really stands out separate from those. Comes with a backpack and the shock baton, and then of course the droid deca. So
Yeah.
I mean, both part of Dagon's army, a lot of the same colors used on the other droids in there. So all those guys.
One
really
of those
work
is
well
part of
together.
Dagon's army.
It has those cool colors with the red and tan,
Yeah.
and the same functionality as before. It could roll up in that ball, which Tom had, did such a huge engineering feat for that. All right, so those were some items that happened on May the 6th reveals. There were also some that Target brought back as part of their Summer Geek Out last week. Bomb Vinden, Bib Fortuna, and Gamorrean Guard.
That's right, and some of these haven't been
Oh.
available for a while. So it's just a good opportunity to bring them back out for the fans who are still looking for them for playsets and dioramas, and any new fans to the vintage collection.
Bomb
Welcome to you
Vimdim's
guys
a
too.
good one.
Hang on, sorry, can't think of that one. Sorry,
Steve.
I'm in front of. Sorry, I'll come right here. Apologies. Just a really quick thing. I can see there that you've got the Gamorrean Guard, right? Do you like? I get it. It's big. It's got a lot of furry stuff. It's got a lot of stuff. that's a 6x9 card, right? And
You're
large
right.
enough-
It is a
7x9 card. So okay,
It is.
all right, we need to make our mind up. We are either going to continue with our 7x9 cards, or we're going to revert back to the 6x9 cards, which we know fit into the concisely into people's collection. So we need to make up our mind what we want to do. Are we going 6x9 or 7? 6x9 or 7x9?
What if there is
Yeah,
a lot of fan left for 6 by 9?
All right, everyone out there, you want 6x9? That's like a teacher. Or 7x9? Hurry up, vote, do what you want, talk amongst yourselves.
I heard some 5x9s in there.
You 5x9. I'm hearing 6x9. All right, 6x9. We're going to revert to the 6x9 standard TVC card pack for all our deluxes going forward. Now, we all agree?
You got it, Bob.
Agreed.
Do it.
Chris?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jane, good?
Yes.
Kev, you good? Kev doesn't care, doesn't know what we're talking about. All right, sorry to interrupt. Carry
All
on.
good here. 6x9. Thank
We're
you.
gonna do it. Steve said it. You heard it here quickly. So I just wanted to let you know that,
That
we
was
did
awesome.
hear you, and we are going to that 6x9 for any future deluxe items coming your way.
The deluxes of the future.
Yes. More details to come.
I wonder if we'll see re-releases of other deluxes on that card pack.
Well,
Interesting.
we're jumping in again for I Am Your Father's Day, and I gotta say, I used to play in the snow with my dad, building snowmen, and it always reminded me of a certain planet, and that was the planet Hoth. So
I had a feeling that's where you were
today,
going with that.
We are
What are we getting from Hoth?
releasing a troop building pack
Oh!
of our snow troopers.
Very nice.
Oh my gosh, we're excited. So look out for these guys to come in a troop building form. And this pack's going to help you create that whole army of these snow-ready Imperials from Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. So it's going to include all 4 figures, all the Snow Trooper grunts, for an easy and clean army building with no named characters in. And each
That's a
figure's
good
gonna
army
come with
builder
their
pack.
soft goods skirt, those backpacks Chris is showing off here, and their E11 blaster rifles. And also this pack will include 2 of the larger DLT-20A blasters. So this pack is, it's super exciting for us.
Yeah, and for the packaging, it's one of our troop builder
We
boxes
also don't get
with
the
artwork of
DLT
the 4
20A
characters
very
included.
much in
It's the black and
3/3
white
scale,
photo
so
on this packaging is almost color accurate.
that's pretty awesome.
Well, it does have that little pop of color for the
It's something we're
chest
used to
box.
as Black Series collectors with our Stormtroopers and our Snowtroopers, but
We want to see you all bring these out into
It's
the
nice to
snow
see it
next
added to
winter.
3/3
We'd love to
scale.
see the pictures.
With your dads. The Snow Trooper 4-pack is available summer of this year. Pre-order will be up starting on Monday, 6/16 at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and Hasbro Pulse for Hasbro Pulse Premium members, all others at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. All right,
and that's
moving on
alongside
to
the
our
other
final
pre-order
reveal for
refreshes
this,
they
but
mentioned
it's a
earlier at the
big
beginning
one.
of the
It's a
video.
big one,
This
yeah.
one is perfect for dads out
And he's
there.
bringing it in from over here. Guys.
I like hearing
A
big
vehicle
and VC.
this time, actually.
A VC
It's
vehicle?
Vintage Collections Darth Vader's TIE Advance from Star Wars thingy.
Oh,
That's right. I
wow.
think we're surprising everybody with this one. I hope we are.
Yeah?
It's a great new addition. This thing
That
is
looks
fully retooled,
amazing.
like, ground up. It's or space up. I don't know if the
I mean-
ground works kind of when you're a flying thing, but brand new.
Look, the Power of the Force 2 mold was great. It held the fort down for years. Hasbro has even, updated it and adjusted it little by little over the years. But this looks absolutely incredible. I mean, I was kind of right. We are getting a new Vader, but not in the way I thought. And boy, have we been surprised in the best way possible.
A fully new tooled version of this thing. So lots of
Never done
amazing
before
details.
in the vintage.
Never in the vintage collection. That's right. It's appeared in different 3 3/4 stuff
Wow.
we've done, but it's always been.
So core.
Saw the detail on the engines on the back too.
So this one has
The
a
little
lot
red
more
dots.
detail on it than any previous version. So very authentic to the original shooting models. We had a lot of great reference again in partnership
Kentucky's
with
got to be
Lucasfilm.
super excited
And-
about
and
that.
Working with some model makers to really
I think
nail
he's in a
down
meeting right
details,
now
even the little
for
things
RSC.
you'll see it on the top of the cockpit. There's some little label artwork there. Some great fun stuff.
Yeah, like the cockpit is detailed on the interior, and it's really amazing looking. I know you mentioned you used a lot of references
Yeah.
from Lucasfilm that's been done to get that.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the cockpit's one of those really fun things on this one where
Show the inside,
the
Chris.
original cockpit, I think Darth Vader might have been sitting on a lawn chair when they shot those original shots. So the cockpits weren't super detailed
Yeah.
because they were so dark and passing quickly. But in more modern entertainment, they've added and designed this cockpit interiors. So we took inspiration from those and really added that detail into this cockpit. So as you get in here, you'll be able to see that.
Yes.
The canopy.
Do it.
If I look at it, I can open. So you can get down in there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That Vader sits nicely.
We've put Darth Vader down inside there to show you that he does fit down in there.
Very
And
good.
I think all that stuff, it really accentuates
Most impressive.
what and how we do vehicles in vintage
they even have
collection
the-
now.
Yep.
So
The original model didn't even have screens.
The target
but
screen, I love it.
represented that in this new model. So again, like you said, it was inspired by a lot of the newer
Yeah,
vehicles that
that's-
we've seen recently in entertainment.
Right.
Great
And you've
job.
Kind of embedded
Great
those,
job.
those,
That's the best TIE Advance in
information
3
into how you
3/4
design
scale
these items.
by a
And on
lot.
top of that, like there are design details at the top of the
The
ship,
color,
right,
too.
that
That's
are
another thing.
Arabic,
Color.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
On
so
point.
those little decal areas that we looked at briefly on top of the ship. I'm going to let everybody dig in and actually do all the
You're not
translating on
gonna tell
those.
them.
I'm not
Okay,
going to give you the
that's
full
fine.
translation.
That's fine. Easter eggs.
But there are some things in there about where the ship was made, who made it, the type of engine, all those sort of things. So dig into those little details.
Yeah.
Just that kind of deep dive stuff.
Yeah.
That I know our fans
See
love.
the
And what I love
paneling
about
and
this
the texturing on the inside
is
of the wing
you added something
interiors.
brand new. There is a swappable wing.
There is a
Tell us
swappable wing.
about that.
So in the movie, if you remember, Darth Vader
They did the
zoomed in
battle
on the tank,
damage
chasing
panel.
Han comes in, shoots another TIE fighter. That TIE fighter tumbles across, hits his wing. So on this version, we've made it so that wing panel is removable, and if you want, you can swap in the battle damaged wing and have that just like in the movie. So a fun new addition.
And it's
That was great,
warped.
looking at reference from the archive and really matching up all that detail on this thing so that you have either version for whichever part of the movie you want to play. So
Yeah.
if you want to have Darth Vader tumbling off into the
Absolute
distance in the
vintage
TIE
collection.
fighter,
Yeah.
you can do that and have that wing match up. So
Yeah, and I think
Wow.
what I love most about how you designed that wing was it wasn't you just like
That was a great
assuming
picture
how a
at the end.
damaged wings will look like. Like that is
it's
what
straight
is
off of
up.
the, it's straight off of the stuff from the archives.
Yeah.
So it's really cool addition. And again, detail all over this thing. So you can see on the bottom of the ship, the top of the ship, the wings. Even the texture on the wings is something that a lot of people don't get quite right, but because of the access we have and the people we have working on this stuff, it's really nailed spot on. So
it looks amazing.
yeah, and this thing is almost identical to the size of the model they used when they were actually shooting the movie too, which is a really cool bonus.
It honestly looks like you could do like stop motion filming with this toy. It's so accurate.
The vehicle does not actually fly, but you can fly it. You're like just sit down.
You can pretend, you can make all the zooming noises you want.
All right.
For this one, for figure, you know, obviously we want to make sure you have a pilot with that one, and so we're bringing out
Yeah.
the reissue of Darth Vader. And the top hatch opens, and you can insert Vader with or without his soft goods cape. It's actually even more accurate if you don't have his cape on to the original shots. So Vader's hands can hold the controls in the cockpit. It's really perfectly built around the figure fit.
Yeah, and Vader, like Emily said, is a reissue, but he's updated on the card back, so we wanted to do something nice and special and unique here for that.
Ooh, TIE
And it's also
Advanced, like that.
pill color on the card back really references that original package from Vader's TIE Fighter.
Yeah, I love that it's magenta too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
BC334.
Yep, there we go. So as for the outer packaging, we really tried the packaging for the ship itself. I think we have
Oh,
that here
wow,
somewhere.
that box
We really
art.
tried to
They
look at the
nailed that
original
too.
box from Kenner back in the day, and even stuff about the Darth Vader head randomly floating up there in the corner of the box.
It's authentic.
And then the photography, the team did such an amazing job of recreating kind of the crazy nebula colors in the background, and some of our shots around the sides of the box. You can see some of those there a little bit. Recreate some of the shots.
Love the
that
floating
Kenner
Vader
did on
head.
their box
Yeah,
too.
I love when the team does that. This
It's
looks
just so
amazing.
goofy,
So Liz
but I
and the team
love
did
it.
a great job on that as well. So that was a really exciting reveal. This is a fall 2025 item
Wow.
available on Hasbro Pulse. Pre-order will be up starting on 6/16 at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Hasbro Pulse for Pulse Premium members, and all others at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, like I said, it's a shorter stream for vintage. That's it for reveals. But we're so glad that we're able to come back at a frequent pace to give you guys some new news every month.
Yeah.
But I hope you guys get excited because we will also be at San Diego Comic-Con in July with more
As will
news
we.
there.
Lots of fun news for there.
So
for sure.
don't miss out on that. Stay tuned with us. All right. With that, we're going to move on to Black Series.
I can't even imagine what they're going to have in store
Bye.
for us at SDCC when they dropped the X1 on us
And
today.
hello, Star Wars fans. We're back with
What's
some
going on, fellas?
Pretty exciting stuff today. I have to say, we have been on a roll this year. We've had some amazing product from Savage Press to Anakin to Rex to Ayla to Dash to Han to Chewie.
Fellas, just
we've
keep
had,
talking. Just keep
Ayla,
listening them
Ayla,
because you're not done. There's
Shakti,
some. Yep,
Luminara,
there you
all
go.
of them,
Yep.
right? Like, so many amazing
Sabulba.
figures.
Yeah,
Every now
just
and
keep
then,
going.
We bring out something that is truly
BX Commando Droid.
above and beyond
Bakara.
special. And the item that we have for you today, we know you've been waiting a long time for it, and I promise you, your patience is about to pay off.
Where are they about to
It is
reveal?
a truly generational toy. So, you ready?
Yeah.
This is where the fun begins. Let's go for it.
This is where it begins.
So we are starting with our San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 2-pack, which is
Oh?
the Revenge of the Sith Episode 3, Anakin, and
Those look
Obi-Wan.
good.
How amazing is this?
I don't see pinholes on that Anakin leg.
Great. I mean, I was so happy.
I
to
think
have
we
an
finally got a
opportunity
new
to
Anakin
redo these
leg,
figures
guys.
From the ground up, everything on these guys is new, and we utilized all the latest techniques that we've been using. We have the boot swivel, we have the overlays on the skirts, so you got multiple layers. And what's really cool is also the leather-like material is so pliable and thin. The butterflies, everything's hidden well, and they obviously got new portraits as well, which I'm really happy about. Like, they came out great, and yeah.
As Tom said,
Oh,
these are all new
yeah.
from the ground up. So we just want to take a minute to talk you through exactly what is new here, bit by bit by bit. So if we zoom in here on the legs, what we can see is that both figures have ankle pivots, which is great. They can get in all of the kinds of poses that you need them to get into.
Very
Next
nice.
thing is they have their boot swivel, right? Which is the first time we've ever done that for these characters.
For these guys, yes.
Yeah. So as you can see, you get a lot of range of motion here at the boot. You then have the knee joint. You then have, as Tom mentioned, the soft PVC robes. So these figures can kick as high up as you need them to
Oh,
kick. You
nice.
get all of the different posing that you might want to get them into as Jedi, right? So like there, for example, you can get wide stances, you can get low stances, everything that you need. These new soft
Oh, are we
PVC
getting
robes
another head sculpt
accommodate
for
it you.
Obi-Wan then?
And having that boot swivel just
Those were different
allows for
bangs.
such fluid, natural range of motion that is just going to be so exciting for fans.
Yeah.
Like, given how acrobatic and how athletic these guys are, not just in the movies but in the shows as well, like, it's truly special that we're able to do that. And then, as Tom mentioned, talk me through the overlays. How are you able to construct that in the sculpt where you have the base torso and then the overlay over the top that I think also uses the soft PVC, right?
Right. Yeah, these all, we got these as thin as possible. Sometimes it's a challenge with the thicker material for it to, lay correctly, but I think with these, we really, nailed it as far as the feeling scaled properly and feeling proportional to the character. So, yeah, these, and they also flex. They're not pinned in, so when you move the butterflies in, they'll flex out of the way as well. So, yeah, they're pretty
They
fun
look
to play with.
incredible. They look
And then they are all
absolutely
pinless
incredible.
too, at both the legs and the elbows. The butterfly range is pretty great. Again, with the soft PVC overlays, you can get that very far back. You see, just like that, which again allows for a great range of motion when you're posing these two together. The heads, right? So we have new necks for these figures. So ball joint at the base, ball joint at the top, which again allowing for a great range of motion. And then the portraits, again, all new portraits, right?
They look good.
For both Anakin and Obi-Wan here.
But you mentioned
Yeah,
heads.
we're really happy with the way the portraits
Pretty
come
sure I
out.
saw another head.
Yeah.
For
I
Obi-Wan
think
at least.
The updates are impressive. So,
In terms of accessories, clearly both of them come with their respective lightsabers,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't just wield their lightsabers, right? What else do they wield?
they have
wield
the force hands.
So, for the
Nice.
first time, these figures are coming with, or these characters I should say, are coming with force push hands. So if we just take off the lightsabers there for a moment.
I like
So
how we're
one
getting
thing
a
we haven't
full
mentioned just
review
yet, if we
in
can
this
zoom
live
just
stream
here,
right now.
Both figures come with ball jointed wrists. Again,
Right.
we don't have to worry about having the hinge that goes like this or like this or like that or like that, but we have a full range of motion. The joints that I've come to affectionately call roly-poly joints. And if we plug it in here, for both characters, you get it, just like that, which is great. And like the sculpted detail that you did here with these, again, the way that they are, these aren't just open palm hands. They are properly sculpted as if they're using the force, which again just looks absolutely phenomenal. If we put them both in like that. Okay, so all new figures, all new from the ground up. Extra lightsabers, extra hands. Anything else we want to do with those lightsabers?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We need some swirly effect, especially to create the
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So we get the whoosh effects.
It's just fun. It's just classic Star Wars, and it's just really fun. So we have 3 different swoosh effects,
Oh,
right?
we got more
Small,
sizes.
medium, and large.
Yeah.
For both of them. So whatever you're in the mood for, just they interact with the hilts well. You just pop them in and out,
Yeah.
and yeah, they look great. I love the saber effects. I think they add a lot of
Yeah.
dynamic possibilities when posing.
Yeah. And I think this is the first time that we're doing 3 different sizes, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. I think
It
so
is.
too. So
It
really
is
cool.
the first time.
So again, head, hands, we have all new bodies, lightsabers, swoosh effects, but there could be more, right? Like they duel in Mustafar. We see that, the Battle of Heroes, that classic scene. So what else could we do here? There we go.
Oh, the platform.
This is not even a toy. This is a piece.
That's
of
a display
art, in
piece,
my opinion.
yeah.
Like, talk me through how you were able to sculpt this,
Oh,
what you
wow.
did with it, and how you. brought it into
Centerpieces
the
are back, baby.
Obviously, if you remember the movie, these platforms hover over a river of lava flowing, and so we wanted to obviously get that effect of a floating platform. So what we did was, add a lava base.
The only thing that could make this
erupting
better
and
is the lava
suspends
bucket droid to go with it.
platform to simulate
That would
the
just
hover.
be
So,
the
yeah,
little
it's, we studied
cherry
the
on top.
archived, images and recreated everything on this thing as closely as possible. So I think, I'm happy with the way it came out.
That looks
Looks great.
absolutely incredible,
it may
and
be
I
hard
will be
for the
picking that
camera to
piece
pick it
up
but when you
100%.
get to see this in person, you will see, like, this is not just a plastic base, plastic
I
platform.
will see you
right?
fellas
Like,
there
Within the sculpt, you have all
for
of
my
the
SDCC
rust
exclusive
and the
Dual on
kind of
Mustafar
the-
set.
Like the war effects that this has been on Mustafar.
The melted
you
lava
eroded
bits
by
on
the
there.
lava. And one thing I love too when I look around the base is that, like, we probably can't necessarily see it from that distance, but all the way underneath, it has sculpted detail as well. So again, it's not just a plastic base. This is a premium base that you're getting here to really, I think, answer what we've seen a lot of fans ask of us, which is to be able to create these like world representing vignettes of the galaxy of Star Wars. So I think it's amazing to get to pull this together. But
That's
know
why I
that
like the centerpieces.
Obi-Wan,
I
I
didn't
think,
care for the
jumped onto the
statues
platform.
on the
So that's the
centerpieces,
final
Hasbro.
release.
That was the only bit about them that was kind
And
of
jumps onto the platform. What does he
wonky.
And he jumps.
But
onto
having
a
cool
droid.
little...
So not only do we have the base, but
We got
also
the
have
bucket
the
droid!
base,
Let's
which is the
go,
droid
baby!
from Mustafar.
Oh,
This is
man!
with this base. So
Look at
like
him!
the different configurations. I think we'll leave this one as is, but just
Right. So this keys into 3 separate
Yeah, I'll see you
spots,
fellas there
so
for
you
my
can, you get different
SDCC
depths to
Mustafar
the
pack. I'll
lava,
definitely be picking one of
droid
those up.
position, so you can get it really close, keep it further away. Get some variety in the.
Look at
in
that
your-
little
in your
guy.
Setup. So, and they all key in nice and clean and hook together nicely. It's nice.
yeah. And what's great about that is, again, just how much, like that we say a lot that certain scenes are iconic, but that scene, I think, for a generation of Star Wars fans is in their heart, their mind's eye of Star Wars, and I think that the way that this captures the dynamic emotion with that scene, the emotion from that scene is just so special. So all new figures from the ground up, new heads, new hand, new lightsaber effects, all new platform, all new droid. And then, as we mentioned, this is a San Diego Comic Con exclusive.
For a second
It
there,
will
I
be
forgot
available
those
at
other
San
guys
Diego
were there
Comic
when
Con
I
to purchase. And so
got
the
lost
thing
in
you're
that
probably
droid.
wondering is, what does the packaging look like?
What does the
So,
packaging
shout out
look
to the
like?
packaging team, they did an amazing job.
Ooh,
As always,
not
we've
what
got,
I was expecting, but
the,
looks nice. Kind of classic
the
SDCC
kind of
Black Series
sketch,
packaging.
The minimalist sketch here that we have, again with that clashing effect, which
style.
actually reminds me,
Oh yes,
we also have
another flashing effect that you can put with Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Looks like the
Yeah,
lightsaber
so that
blades
flashing
snap
effect
into
just
it. I
there.
like that.
if we zoom in on it, just there, can also attach to both lightsabers, just as you're seeing here.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. So, as you can see, we have the packaging here. We have a bio on the side that talks you through the scene that we're representing. And as we've done with previous con exclusives, it is a slipcover. Dun, dun, dun,
Ooh, okay, yeah, very,
revealing
very classic
the scene
SDCC Black
underneath.
Series packaging.
So let's put that.
Kind of
there.
reminds me of the land speeder most of all.
So, as you can see here, if we bring it around that
Wow, we
way,
did get 6 whoosh effects.
there we go.
Okay, I was
So,
trying to figure that out. I was
Mustafa,
thinking, like, is
one
it
of
gonna
them,
actually be
right?
3
so
or
you have the
per,
interior
or
there
was it 3
decoed,
total?
And,
It's
and
6,
colored
so
to look
3
like
per.
Mustafa. Maybe if I try and bring it this way a bit more, you get to the lights there are reflecting, but you get to see a bit more of the platform. So posed out in the package. Shout out to our packaging engineer for how she was able to get that across there, but it just looks phenomenal. And then all of the accessories are packed into the side too.
Yeah, it looks so great. In fact, you almost don't want to take it out.
That's it. Like,
I do.
But you should take it out.
Like, not only
I
is this a
will.
generational toy for the fact that, you know, the last time that we truly gave these figures updates was in the archive,
Yes.
right? I think in
Yeah.
like 2015, 18, 2020, something like that, to that
It was
effect.
in the 2020s.
From when we originally brought them out, and like the orange and blue lines.
Yep.
For Black Series, but again, to get to see this special item in this special year of the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith,
Timely.
yeah, very timely. So, we talked through
Not
all
at
these
all what I
accessories,
was
but
expecting,
we left
by
out
the way, for
what is arguably
SDCC.
Some of the most exciting parts of this item.
Wasn't even
So
on
let's
my
just pull that
list
back in.
of
Both figures
possibilities.
have additional heads. So you have the standard heads where it's just their standard look, right? Heroic looks
I
from
thought I
throughout
saw
the movie.
extra heads.
But as you can see there,
Hey, the Ronin.
Eric did a phenomenal job of bringing that Darth Vader version of Anakin Skywalker into
yeah.
figure form. I mean, look at that. That is the best likeness of Anakin I think we have ever done in the entire line of Black Series.
You just said that
the
was
way he
Vader,
was
buddy.
able to deco the Sith eyes on that is just phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah, and you know, Bailey worked really hard on the
Yeah.
portrait. That was something that he was, you know, really passionate about. He wanted to nail this. I feel like he did a great job.
He did.
both of them. So
He did.
That
yeah, and
Obi-Wan
both-
face
these are
sculpt.
the in battle.
I think
so
that's the one I'm gonna be
Obi-Wan's
going
a
with
little more
100%.
disheveled. Anakin's obviously very intense, very angry. So these are great additional heads for this set.
Yeah. And then here
What a
for
great
Obi-Wan,
fan stream.
as you can see, you know, during the battle, the hair kind of comes a bit more across his face there. That's kind of like that, you know, you're my brother, Anakin, kind of moment.
I loved
So
you.
it's really cool to get that variation for both, which kind of means like if you want to keep one in pack, but then you want to open one, but then you have the extra heads.
There you go.
You should probably be going for 3, right? I mean, that's how I'm gonna go at least. But again, just wanted to call out how amazing those other accessories are there. Okay, moving elsewhere. We're going to talk a bit about our next fan channel way. So we're going to kick that off with Ronin from Star Wars Visions.
Okay.
Now, as I said, this is a fan channel release, and
That's
it's
a
similar
different
to the
one.
figure that we saw at
That's-
Celebration, right?
Yeah,
A
the
color
difference here is we got
version.
the PVC cloak. So you know, watching that episode of Visions was awesome. You know, the visuals were very dynamic, and you get a lot of energy in the outfits, and we try to capture that here. And I feel like it has. It feels very windswept and energetic and alive. So I'm loving the way it came out.
And like what I love about the sculpting that you were able to do on this figure is just how much it's able to emulate that animation style, right? Like that first appearance of Ronin when he stops the blade with the force, and then he steps back to pull out the lightsaber. Like I love how we were able to get that range of motion there and the articulation for him to be able to draw that out like that.
Yeah, the other thing with this too is, again, back to the pliable outfit. You know, it's really it doesn't hinder any of the articulation
No.
while still giving it a lot of energy.
Yeah, yeah. It makes it feel alive, and
It looks very
it
different.
Really, I think for those fans that may prefer the plastic or the PVC over the soft goods, and we know some fans prefer soft goods over PVC, so it's great to have.
I really feel like it's
options
the
here as we go
lightsaber
through
that
those
sets
two
it apart than
characters.
anything else.
We didn't do the monochromatic for this. Eric wanted to, bring this into the standard Black Series line look, where it has that realistic take.
I like
so
it.
You have the added skin tone, the black outfit rather than just the black and white, and we have accessories for him. So you got the lightsaber with the sheath. We've got the gold trim across the that deco there on the hilt, and he also has his other blast blast as well, which is really cool. I think this is a great item. So really excited about this one. For the packaging on this one, this is the first figure in a new collection that we are starting.
Please be
just for
Visions.
animation. So we have other ones like Clone Wars, Rebels, and Bad Batch. This one has its own color. We wanted to create a new generic bucket.
Kinda its own color.
To get to characters like this.
Somewhere in
I
between
wonder what other
Ahsoka,
animation we might go to next.
Gaming
Listen,
Greats, and
okay,
Rogue
so
One,
that was Ronan from Star Wars Visions. Let's move on to our next item.
and Gaming
Which,
Greats.
again, sticking with
Oh,
the
no, I already
animation
said
theme,
Gaming
we know
Greats.
a lot of fans have been asking for this one. For a
Temple
long time.
Guards! Oh,
These are the
finally!
Temple Guards.
Yes!
Oh, I've been wanting to do these guys for a long time.
We need 'em in
and,
VC
I'm
too,
super
though.
happy to get these guys.
I know you
And-
guys aren't on
and,
the VCT, but we need
I
those
just
on
love
VC
the
too,
look of
though,
these
Hasbro.
characters, and their presence in Clone Wars was really
Does
cool.
one have a removable
And,
mask?
Yeah, I mean, these are, we got multiple layers here with the skirts.
Is there a Grand Inquisitor
as well
face
as
under one of
a
those
soft
masks?
skirt here, and then the shoulder pads also, or the whatever shoulder overlay is also in multiple layers. He's got the PVC hood, all the standard articulation with the gauntlet swivel, and then the roly polies. We're gonna go back, and then
Star Wars
got
fans are
the separate
eating
keys,
today.
all
Man.
nicely gold and silver. This guy came out really cool.
Yeah, and what I love about the deco here too is again that attention to detail. Let's back the circle for a minute. All the way around their belt, you can see the gold and silver accents there across it. And again, I just love how between sculpting and design with the deco, we were able to get each. These are not just painted on, right? The accents that we have across the
Oh, they're molded too, yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
torso.
Even on the mask.
Raised embroidery, all then decoed accordingly. And those roly-poly joints just really take it to the next level. So as you can see, double-bladed lightsaber. The blades do remove from the hilt. And what I like about the head too is that it is not stuck to the hood itself. It is
you can
movable
articulate
under that hood. And I think, if I'm remembering rightly, the first appearance of the Jedi Temple Guards in Clone Wars was that arc where Ahsoka is in a little bit of trouble. Who got Ahsoka in trouble?
I was just about to say this would have been a great time to introduce Barriss instead of using Ahsoka, but apparently now we're getting Barriss as well. That's a great Nalini sculpt, by the way.
Luminara and Shakti. And this was a real culprit behind that.
I know my friend Nalini has been looking forward to a new Barriss design for a while.
Again, a mix here of soft goods and PVC, right?
Oh, looks like it's probably going to be an Attack of the Clones packaging, which was her debut, which would be good because Luminara was on Attack of the Clones card back or box
PVC and the cape is
as
soft
well.
goods, but when you look at it closely, the texture they really blend well together. They
It
feel
almost
like
doesn't
they're
look
working,
cloth.
nicely. So she's got the tattoos on her
Okay,
face
now it
and
does.
her hands. Again, soft goods skirt to allow for dynamic posing. So she looks great.
The pattern
So
on the
good.
cape looks really
Kinda
amazing.
Recreate those iconic scenes from Attack of the Clones when all the Jedi are landing on Geonosis there. But again, shout out to our soft goods engineer for the amazing.
Fun fact for you Roger haters out there, in Attack of the Clones, over 200 Jedi went to the arena at Geonosis. Around 30 survived. Just so you know.
She's been doing this year. That combination of the soft goods with the PVC is just great. And like you said, I love that again with Barriss, the hood is free moving. So all of the different like expressions that you would want to get for her, it's really an emotive figure and a really emotive character. So another Jedi in the line. That takes us to 3 or 4, maybe more this year. So really cool. Really cool. Varys here is number 9 in the Episode 2 Attack of the Clones collection. The background image on that side panel of the mural there is Geonosis. So we have Ronan, Varys, and the Jedi Temple Guards here that will all be fan channel on Amazon. The pre-order is starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday, June 16th. And we're pretty excited about this. I think all of our fan channel ways this year have just been stellar. Like, so good. And I think when we
Ronan aside, every reveal today for Black Series was Jedi.
And
they were all great. I mean, the SDCC pack, Barris, the Temple Guard. Oh my gosh, the Temple Guard looks so good.
Something slightly different.
There's more?
And a little bit early. So we're going to talk through some of our holiday items that are coming out later this year.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to start with the Dathomir Witch. Now, we know a lot of fans have a real soft spot for the Halloween items that we're doing. And this year, the team really had a lot of fun with this, and we're excited for you guys to get
That's
in hand.
awesome!
So, this is a redeco of Asajj Ventress.
Look at that broom!
Outfit, as you can see. So
the cloth goods, the cloth
Yeah,
hat.
just, Eric does a great
The purple
job
saber?
with these new concepts as far as
Oh, does she have
integrating
both?
holidays
She does have
into our
both.
existing characters, and he did it again with the witch, and utilizing.
Oh no, that's the
Asajj
stand.
just
I'm seeing.
makes total
Okay.
sense.
Oh nope, she does have both.
It turned out great.
We got
And
a
then
little
again,
black boggling.
the
I love
shout out to
it.
Hannah with the soft goods, recreating a broom that she could ride on as well was really funny and cute. So
I like to think they
These-
took
these are fun
inspiration from
characters,
my
Yeah. And I love
mop
that,
I
so
made for
the witch hat is removable,
R1,
which is really cool.
R0
So you've got
GR.
The deco, the tattoos that go all the way around the head. But it's nice. You can then just attach that too. And again, that mix of the soft goods to allow for the broom, which is, I mean, that's just so cool.
They did purple and red like Revan. I love that.
So she's got the broomstick. We have 2 different lightsabers with the orange and purple blades, and then her little buddy there, which is the black cat.
That's
Every witch has a black cat.
well, that's my favorite of
which
the
is really cool. So this is going to be
Halloween
a fan
releases
channel,
so far.
Amazon exclusive. Fan retailers only in the EU.
I know Heather's
and it'll be
absolutely
available,
gonna be
later
all
this
over that
week.
one for her
So,
collection.
Moving on to our next one is our Imperial Royal Guard. So this is
Oh, well, that one looks cool
and
too.
there's a lot of
It's like a
news here.
wraith.
So talk us through.
yeah, so again, coming up with new concepts. Eric thought of a ghost, and we were like, well, how do we execute that? What do we got to do? And then we just thought glow in the dark. So this guy.
It glows in the dark
When we
too.
first got our initial samples
And a
got the-
zombie boggling.
and saw
Love
the
it.
effect, we were in the dark room, shut off the lights, and it was fantastic. It came out really good. And so this guy's got the translucent soft goods as well, so that glowing effect is really captured there, and it kind of radiates throughout. So it's pretty cool.
That
Really good.
that looks so good.
Again, just to be really clear, once we got this figure in hand, you have to kind of charge it up by exposing it to some light.
Yep.
And then once you've done that, you turn the lights off, and he does just spectacularly glow in the dark,
Yeah.
which is absolutely amazing. This one is going to be a Target exclusive in the US, fan channel globally. There's no pre-order today, but stay tuned, more to come. It will be on the shelf later this fall, and he'll have 2 accessories, one of which is this guy here, and then another little boggling cat there as well, which is cool.
I love it.
Okay, and then our last one.
Both. Wait,
final item
what?
of the day. Oops.
How is there still more?
It's our Death Trooper mummy, or
Yep. Night Trooper Halloween edition from Ahsoka. Again, deco.
Oh,
type
the
green
staff was a
skin,
nice
and
touch.
Hannah are just on fire this year.
Yeah.
Look at the integration of those soft goods.
Yeah,
Take us through that.
that was a
So,
good
yeah,
one.
I mean, we already again.
Mummy, zombie,
Coming
could have
up
gone
with
either
the
way. I mean, it
with
was
the-
already a
with
zombie to
just
start,
really
so I
some
guess that would have been a
people
little
with
on the
wraps
nose, like a hat on a
and
hat.
Of course, it just like, oh, mummy, let's do it
Yeah.
for this guy.
Go give it to Eric.
Yeah.
And
He comes out with
honestly-
some
Yeah,
concepts.
and it was a no-brainer. Once he said it, we're like,
Night
yeah,
Sisters
of course, that's what we need to
Mummify.
do. So,
Look at that.
yeah.
There.
And then you got like the different deco there on the helmet. You kind of got like the
That's so-
stitching and the yellow eyes. So
Mummy makes more sense
really,
anyway.
really nice. And again, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh
to
yes, of
replicate
course. We
iconic
can't
characters
forget the
we haven't
little
done
porg.
before,
Look at
with
him.
amazing upgrades to characters that we have done before. But then every now and then, everyone loves a holiday.
Yes.
It's cool to see that there too. So this one here is going to be a Walmart exclusive in the US and Canada, fan channel globally, and again will be available on shelves later this fall. So we showed you a lot today.
I like the green on that
a lot.
armor too.
I just want to say a big shout out
Yeah,
to
it was a
Matt
lot today.
in the photo studio. Hopefully here you'll get to see some images. Again, just returning back to this point here of our San Diego Comic-Con
Oh,
exclusive.
those are good
He
images.
shot these on diorama. It looks absolutely phenomenal. So a big
Nailed
shout out
it.
and thank you to Matt for the hard work that he did there. So that's everything for today. As we mentioned, the team will see you at San Diego Comic-Con. Anything else?
Not fun. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy
See you at San
Father's
Diego.
Day.
Thanks everybody.
Take care.
What a fan stream. I mean, Black Series was... I'm wondering how heavy Black Series is going to be at SDCC, because Black Series was very heavy today. 3 Halloween figures. 3 Halloween figures. A bunch of new Jedi. We've got a totally new Anakin and Obi-Wan. That's something fans have been asking for a long time, and thank you, Hasbro, for doing pinless joints on Anakin finally. I know that has been a big one, a big request for an update on an Anakin. I mean, pretty much the whole time. Especially in most recent years, because we've been getting really nice updates to some really other awesome characters, and, well, the most recent Anakin, the Ahsoka flashback Worlds Between Worlds Anakin that we got, incredible, awesome figure, but had those pins in the knees that a lot of fans just don't love to see. It is what it is. I could take it or leave it, but these new ones look so much nicer, a true improvement, and just great job. The lava platform, just looks so good. It just looks so good. And having the lava as the base, it takes me back to the 30th anniversary release of basically that set. In 30th anniversary, in 3 3/4 scale, we essentially got that same set minus the Anakin and Obi-Wan to go with it, where it was the lava platform and the lava bucket droid, and both acted as stands so you could display Anakin, Obi-Wan, the Mustafar characters, because we also had the Mustafar lava painting guy. We had I think it was just Mustafar Minor, the Mustafar Sentry at the very least at that point. So there were some quote-unquote Mustafar scenic characters that you could display with it too. But, I mean, of course, everybody wanted to display that with their Obi-Wan and Anakin, right? Or Obi-Wan and Vader, technically, in this case. And those face sculpts, I'm glad they finally got to them. I mean, they were being really cheeky about it, but I'm finally glad they got to those other face sculpts, because I know we saw them in those earlier images that they were showing before they started getting to the extra bits and accessories, and I'm like, are y'all gonna get to those other head sculpts that, I'm just like sitting there like talking about it, and of course they finally did, and it looks so good. But on top of that, we got the Force hands, we got again, not 3 but 6 whoosh effects for our lightsabers to go with Obi-Wan, Anakin. I'm sure they're going to fit in some of the other lightsaber hilts already in Black Series 6-inch scale, but I doubt they'll fit in all of them. So, because not all of them have been the same consistent peg hole size, so just be careful as you're swapping out lightsaber blades in your collectibles when you pick up that piece, guys. And, yeah, like I said, the cherry on top was actually getting the panning droid in that set. They could have stopped at the platform. They could have stopped with just the 2 figures and lots of awesome swappable blades and heads and hands, and it would have been a really cool 2-pack. And the way it is right now, this is probably one of the coolest SDCC exclusives they've done. And last year's was incredible. Darth Maul on Bloodfin was an amazing release, which surprises me because with 2 back-to-back vehicles last year, I was kind of thinking we were probably going to get a vehicle. And when he said this is where the fun begins, I was thinking, are we about to get the Ida? We didn't, obviously, but like that did flash in the back of my head once he said this is where the fun begins. I'm like, are we getting the Interceptor? Like that's gonna be amazing. But and hopefully we get the Interceptor at some point. I mean, there's nothing saying that can't be like the PulseCon exclusive or something else. And that's not what I was expecting at all for this reveal. I was actually thinking it was going to be something more along the lines of like a Bark Speeder or an ATRT was what I was visioning for this year's SDCC exclusive, simply based off of last year's SDCC and PulseCon exclusives, or the Boga and Obi-Wan. Boga and Obi-Wan would have been really, really awesome. I mean, not to discount what we're actually getting, again, because what we're getting is amazing, completely unexpected, at least in my opinion. I don't know if that was something you guys were expecting, but it wasn't something I was expecting, and I am pleasantly surprised. And then, of course, that Temple card, that Jedi Temple card looks amazing. Great segue into introducing Barris as well. Yeah, there's... Hasbro has been having fun behind the scenes, and it's really, really showing in the fan streams. At least, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys are picking up on it, but seeing them actually like engage and play with the figures on screen as they've been showing them lately has been really nice, and I really hope they continue to have fun making all of these awesome figures for us, because they showed some great stuff today. And just to finish off our recap, so yeah, Barris. And then, of course, we got not 1, but 3 Halloween figures announced. We have a Witch coming, which is a really, really incredible repaint of Asajj Ventress with some awesome accessories. We have the Ghost Emperor's Royal Guard coming, which glows in the dark and looks absolutely amazing. And then we have the Mummy Night Trooper coming. And then VC had a couple of awesome reveals. A Army Builder 4-pack of the newly tooled Snow Trooper mold. Nice to get an Army Builder 4-pack out there of that, because, well, keep that awesome, beautiful Snow Trooper on that card back, because I know so many of you, VC fans are carded collectors out there. And open up that open up that Army Builder 4-pack and display your troop builders all out there, blasting those filthy rebels in the snow like a good snow trooper should, or riding in that nice warm AT-AT, because, well, I mean, it's better to be in there and out in the snow, am I right? And we're supposed to see some snow troopers here pretty soon in the Mandalorian Grogu movie, so these are well timed, I think. Anyway, lots of more awesome Star Wars toys to talk about in the future, and of course, stay tuned for upcoming RebelScum.com toy reviews, videos, fan content, news, and more. Like and subscribe, follow us anywhere you can find RebelScum.com on social media, and year 2 of Rebel ScumCon is coming up, August 8th through the 10th, 2025 at the Frisco Conference Center. Preferred pricing for all Rebel ScumCon tickets ends August 1st, and right now, if you're a VIP member or planning to be a VIP member, if you purchase a VIP pass or have already done so, you are entered into a free giveaway for a HasLab Ghost, which we will be giving away at Rebel ScumCon Year 2 in person. So one of our VIP members is going to leave Rebel ScumCon Year 2 with a free HasLab Vintage Collection Ghost, which is awesome. So don't sleep, get your tickets now because the VIPs are actually almost sold out. And if we sell out within the next few days, we're going to give away 2. We have until the end of June, but honestly, we're a lot closer to selling out than we are closer to the end of June. So go ahead and get in on that while you can. And don't forget, we also have some other incredible events around Rebel ScumCon. On the 8th, there is the Sack Off Show happening at 7 p.m., and that is a separate ticketed event within RSC. And then after day 1 of Rebel ScumCon at 8 p.m. at the Revel, you can go to the Bunta Eve karaoke after party with more Star Wars celebrity guests to interact with outside of the RSC roster, which is numerous. For all this information and more, either follow Rebel ScumCon anywhere you can find us on social media, and go to rebelscumconventions.com, and we'll see you guys later. We'll see you at SDCC for more Star Wars toy reveals, and may the Force be with all of you, you Rebel Scum.